Should someone go to prison for a crime if no one is harmed and the only people involved are consenting adults? If there's no victim, was there really a crime? Case in point, cannabis. Since it was made illegal around 50 years ago, our courts and prisons have been filled with people whose only crime was to grow, sell or consume something that the government said they weren't allowed to. Despite highly publicised drug busts and billions of dollars spent on a war on drugs, cannabis is still easy to get and widely used. And it's not the only one. A lot of people use all kinds of illegal drugs for recreational purposes on a daily or weekly basis. The vast majority of people convicted of cannabis offences have committed no other crime. No violence, no theft, no property damage. They just like a plant. In most cases, that is their entire crime. If we accept the idea that the government can throw you in prison because you like a plant and they don't, then what can't the government do? This is about much more than cannabis. It's about basic human freedom and dignity. It's about whether you are allowed to make basic choices for yourself without fear of being arrested and imprisoned just because someone else doesn't like your choices. Maybe you don't want cannabis or anything else the government has outlawed, but should the government really have that much power? Is there something that you might one day want to eat, drink, smoke or take as medicine which the government might decide to outlaw for your own good? It shouldn't be that way. The Liberal Democrats believe adults should be left alone by the government when they make choices that cause no harm to others. Whether those choices are wise or not is irrelevant. The government is not there to save us from ourselves. Cannabis can have negative health effects, but there are a lot of other accepted recreational activities that are worse. It has medicinal uses as well. It is already prescribed in parts of the world to treat a variety of medical conditions. And industrial hemp has the potential to provide fabric and other materials at lower cost than existing products. But as useful as cannabis might be as a medicine or for other practical uses, that's not the real point. The question is whether the government should have the power to imprison you simply because you choose to do something that hurts absolutely no one. If no one can legitimately claim that your actions hurt them in any way, then why should your life be ruined? Why should you be dragged through the courts and face jail time and a criminal record if there is no victim of your crime? The Liberal Democrats support decriminalising cannabis and hemp in all its forms. We would allow it to be used by adults, prescribed by doctors, and grown and processed by anyone. This will save enormous amounts of money because police will no longer be involved. With safeguards to protect children and ensure people don't drive while affected, this will also make us safer because organised crime will have lost one of its greatest sources of revenue. My name is David Leyonhjelm, Senator for the Liberal Democratic Party. We support your right to live your life without government interference, as long as you respect the same right for others.